I just want to set the record straight. This is my reading of the King James Bible. Matthew chapter 24 says, it lists a whole lot of things, right? From the moment that the disciples asked Jesus Christ, what will be the signs of the end of the age and the signs of your return? He says, first up, straight up, let no man deceive you. And then it lists point by point by point by point. There'll be famines, earthquakes, pestilences. You can read it for yourself. It lists all of those things. Now, if you look at my videos where I've read every mention of the word tribulation or the word tribulations plural, it says, in context, from Genesis to Revelation, expect it, endure it, overcome it, get victory over it. And number one, expect it, tribulation. Look up the word tribulation for a dictionary meaning, for the entire meaning of the word tribulation. So in Matthew 24, it says immediately after the tribulation of those days. And then people will say, oh, there, see, it's after the 7-year tribulation. Or it's at the midpoint of the 7-year tribulation. No. The scripture says there'll be earthquakes, pestilences, and trouble, right? Look at all the things that are listed in Matthew 24. This is from Genesis, from the Garden of Eden, right through to the end of the millennial kingdom. You'll say, oh, there's tribulation in the millennial kingdom? Sure there is, because at the end of the millennial kingdom, there's a battle of Gog and Magog where Satan tempts those to rebel against Christ ruling and reigning from Jerusalem. And there's one final battle. So there is still tribulation. There's still the will. God has still created people in the millennial kingdom. People will be born who will have a will to do right or wrong, to follow Christ or not follow Christ. That's tribulation. So immediately after the tribulation of those days, I just read it's an undisclosed amount of time as written in Matthew 24. It's not specifically, there's no mention that it's within a 3.5 year period or a 1260-day period or a 42-month period. It's just general time, an undisclosed amount of time, the time that we're in now, because we're seeing famines, earthquakes, pestilences. We've been seeing it for decades, for centuries, and it's increasing. I'll give you that much. I know that much. It's increasing. Earthquakes. So that's my take on immediately after the tribulation of those days. It's not at the midpoint or at the end of this fictitious 7-year tribulation that was started as a doctrine of man, going back further than John Nelson Darby, popularized by C.I. Scofield, written in the C.I. Scofield King James Bible Reference Bible, which is a work of error, erroneous error. Come on, people, just read the Bible in context. Don't make a story out of nothing. I've been guilty of it, I'll admit that, because I was pre-trib. I grew up pre-trib. I grew up being taught pre-trib. I believed pre-trib theory right up to 2010. And then I had a revolutionary awakening when I realized the truth about 9/11. Okay, that's all I got for this video. Thanks for listening.